So you're ready to buy your first home, but you're not sure where to start? Well, you've come to the right video. Today I'm going to walk you through the entire home buying process from start to finish. Hi, I'm Sousa. I'm a realtor with Atlantic Realty in Turlock, California. And just a quick disclaimer about this video. As I mentioned, I am licensed in California and practice in California. So this home buying process, all these steps, is how we do it here in this state, but things may be different in another state. The first step in your home buying process is to meet with a realtor. Not just any realtor, I always recommend a local realtor. So wherever you're at, you want someone who's from that area and practices business every day in that area, because they're gonna know the different neighborhoods, the cities, the counties. Small details like that make a huge difference when buying a home. So once you find your local realtor, during your initial consultation, you're going to go over your timeline for buying a home, your wants and your needs, different things that you're looking for in a home. So first, timeline is really important. Are you in a hurry? Do you need a home within the next couple months? Or are you waiting to look down the line or just kind of browsing now? It's very important how much time we need to put into this and how fast we need to get going. So you'll go over all these different types of things, and your realtor is going to explain the full process to you and answer any questions that you may have. So the next step in your home search, and arguably probably one of the most important steps, is to meet with a local lender and get pre-approved for a loan. Again, I say local because they're gonna know the market better. They're gonna have specific programs, like in California, we have California specific programs that they'll know more about than lenders from bigger companies that are across the US. So you're gonna meet with a loan officer. If you don't know one, I guarantee your realtor has a list of partners that they work with. And you're gonna give them your work history, all these different documents that they require. They're gonna run your credit, and then they're gonna see how much you qualify for to buy a home. Now, this is really important because you don't wanna start looking for homes before you understand how much you can actually afford. And even if you do qualify up to a certain amount, you may only wanna buy a home under a certain range to ensure that you have a smaller mortgage payment that you're looking for. So your loan officer is going to go over different loan programs with you, different assistance programs if needed. And once you have all that and they have your pre-approval letter, they're going to give that to your realtor so we can start looking. Now, the pre-approval letter is extremely important because in today's market, most of the times you have to submit that with your offer to prove that you can actually qualify for a home. Now, the third step of buying a home is honestly one of the most fun parts for buyers. This is when you actually get to shop around, tour homes, see what's gonna work for you. So your realtor is gonna put together a list of different homes that they think match your criteria, send them to you, and you're gonna decide which ones you want to go see. Realtor will set that up and take you to go see them. Now, as of 2024, this August, you do have to have a buyer's broker agreement with your realtor. So this is an agreement with them saying how much compensation you're agreeing on, if you do have to pay it, just the different criteria you're looking for, the areas you're searching in. And this is crucial because as of now, you cannot step foot into a home and tour a home before signing this agreement. So this is key. So if you're not used to it, you're gonna have to get used to it. This is not common practice in California, but we are now making it common practice, and you will have to begin doing this. So you're gonna start looking at all these different homes, see what works for you, and then we'll get into the next step, which is making an offer. So after searching for a bit and finally finding the home that you're looking for, which keep in mind, can take up to a few months or even longer depending on the specific criteria that you have. You're then going to put an offer in on the home. Your agent's going to write up an offer for you, which will include the purchase price, how long you want your contingencies to be, and your contingencies are how long you have to meet certain conditions, such as getting fully approved for your loan, doing your home inspections, things like that. You have to put in an earnest money deposit. That's a certain amount that you are putting down that'll go towards your closing costs. And it's just showing that you're actually serious. A lot of times it's 1% of your payment, the purchase price, I should say. So you're gonna do all these different things. There's a lot more terms that go into it. It's quite a few documents and paperwork, but your realtor will explain everything to you and explain to you also when putting in the offer what they think is best when it comes to the price and the conditions. A good realtor, they'll run some comparables for you, make sure that the home is not overpriced, see if maybe it's a little undervalued, and really make sure that your offer stands out. Now be aware when you're making an offer, there is a lot of times some back and forth negotiating that will have to be done to ensure that the seller and buyer both think they're getting a fair deal. So once you get your offer accepted, that's when your escrow period starts. And this is when you want to start your due diligence right away. So what is this? This is your home inspections. You want to start on that. Never skip a home inspection, even if it's a brand new build. So home inspections, you could get a pest inspection, roof report, anything like that that you want to be aware of in the home, get those done immediately so you can then make judgments from there. So if you do find something that is either wrong with the home or needs a lot of repairs, you can request a credit from the seller to help cover those costs, or you can submit a request for repairs and ask them to fix these items before the close of escrow. While all of this is going on during your home inspections and your contingency period, your loan officer and I will be working in the background to make sure all the other contingencies are being met. So your loan contingency is extremely important. The lender has to make sure that the files are good to go, that they get approval from the underwriter. And then another big one is the home has to appraise. So the loan officer is going to send an appraiser out there. And this is just someone who's going to assess the value of the home and ensure that it's selling at a fair market value. So during this time, you want all of your contingencies to be met, everything be done. And once you're done with all of your due diligence, you're going to remove those contingencies. Now, the time frame that you have for this was negotiated and discussed in your original offer that you submitted. But this is an extremely important time frame because once you remove those contingencies, you're pretty much saying you're ready to go, you're not backing out, and you're ready to buy this home. The problem is if you remove your contingencies and then you all of a sudden it's about to close and decide, you know what, I actually don't want to buy this home anymore. You can do that, but you're going to lose your earnest money deposit. So remember that 1% of the purchase price that you put down in the beginning that goes towards closing costs? Yeah, that one. If you remove your contingencies, you're going to lose that deposit and forfeit it to the seller. All right, now, once you've removed all your contingencies, you are in the final home stretch and are really close to purchasing that home. So one of the last couple things that you have to do is you will meet with the escrow officer and sign all the closing documents. Be prepared to get a hand cramp because there's a lot of pages that you have to sign, but it goes over a lot of important information. Always have your realtor come with you so that they can answer any questions that you may not be sure the answers to. And then you'll also have to wire over your final closing costs and amount. So be aware that closing costs are usually 3 to 5% of the purchase price. On average, could be less, could be more. And these final funds will be wired. Once the escrow company has received the final letters from the loan officer, the seller and buyer have both signed, and your funds have been sent over to purchase the home, then they will finally have it recorded and ready to go. And that is when you just officially bought your home. As a realtor, my main goal is to ensure that you have a seamless home buying experience and that you get into the home that you really want. If you have any questions at all, put them in the comments below, reach out to me directly, or in the description, I do have my free buyer's guide that you can download. It walks us through the same steps that we went over today. And again, if you have any questions, just feel free to reach out. And I really hope this video helps you feel a little bit more confident about purchasing your home.